He's like, oh yeah, no problem. He just, racata, racata, boom, 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 así por los riñones, por la cara, por el cuerpo, racata, 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 racata. That's it, you beat the motherfucker up. That's all you need to do.
What's going on? This is not happening. I'm your host. I'm your host, Roy Wood Jr. Check out his album, Laughing and Crying at the Same Time. This is Chris Garcia.
When I was a kid, I was fat. Yeah. Anybody else play goalie? So, yeah, I was a fat kid. And once you're a fat kid, if you're a fat kid, you know that it'll haunt you the rest of your life. Like the ghost of Gogert's past. It's just always right there. And I've struggled with my weight my whole life. 1 second I'm fat, then I'm skinny, then I'm fat, then I'm skinny. 1 second I'm Jonah Hill, and then I'm Jonah Hill, and then I'm Jonah Hill, and then I'm Jonah Hill. And I just want to be somewhere in the middle, Seth Rogen. And a couple years ago, I was dating this woman, and she was way out of my league, and I knew it, and she knew it. And I was uncomfortable the whole time because I met her when I was skinny, and I knew the fat shoe was going to drop, and I was going to get fat again. I just knew it. I knew it, and a year and a half into the relationship, it happened. You know, you get comfortable after a year and a half, you gain that Netflix 15 or whatever. And that's what happened. I got fat again and had a sneaking suspicion that she wanted to leave me because I looked at her phone when she was in the shower. And this is what she told her friend. She texted her friend. She was like, hey, I think I'm going to leave Chris. And her friend was like, why? And she was like, he's starting to look like a fat Peter Dinklage. Ouchies. Like, Peter Dinklage is handsome, but fat dink is not what I'm going for. So I freak out. I was like, I gotta lose some weight. I gotta lose weight fast. I wanna stay with this girl, you know? And I looked at the back of the weekly paper, and there's an ad for a boxing boot camp. I was like, that seems like a good idea. It's 8 weeks, 5 days a week, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. But it was taught by these like Irish gold glove boxers, like fresh off the boat Irish guys. I didn't understand a fucking word they said. They're just like, and I was like, they sounded like fucking Bono in reverse, right? But they were really good trainers, and I was really into this. So I start like training, I start boxing, I'm like jumping rope, I'm running, I'm starting to like cut weight and all this stuff. I'm really into it. My girlfriend leaves her laptop in my apartment with her G-Chat open. I had to take a snoop. I had to, and I took a look, and she told her friend, she was like, hey, I think I'm gonna fuck this DJ. I was like, you're gonna fuck a DJ? Have fun having bed bugs and paying for his fucking rent. That's some bullshit, and I get mad, right? And I look him up, and this guy is beautiful. This guy's fucking fine as fuck. He looks like Persian Common. Imagine handsome-ass Common with like a hookah in his mouth. That shit was sexy. He's like a very beautiful man, and I'm like, fuck this shit. And this is very embarrassing, but this is what I did. I went on his Facebook page, and I printed out a picture of him. And I put it in my locker at the gym. It was a moment of weakness, but I needed motivation. I needed to lose weight. And I was like, I'm gonna put a picture of this motherfucker up in my locker. I do that. This gay guy in my class is like, is that your boyfriend? He's beautiful. I'm like, no, it's not my fucking boyfriend. I'm gonna beat that guy off. I mean up. Fuck! I'm getting all amped. I'm getting ready in this class. I'm like, I've conflated these two things, like becoming a boxer and getting my girl back. And one day I'm in class, right? And there's like, I'm sparring. And you spar with random people. This one day I spar with this guy who's like 6'2", right? He's like, I'm like 5 Dinklage. You know, I am not tall. This guy's very tall. But we're just doing body blows. We're sparring. We're only allowed to hit each other in the body and stuff. And I'm like a little intimidated, but whatever. I'm trying to beat up Persian Common right now. I don't give a fuck. So I'm punching this guy in the stomach, right? And he blocks himself really close to his stomach, and I punch him, and I punch him in the nuts. And he's like, watch it, bro, you punched me in the nuts. And I'm like, I didn't punch you, I punched you in the stomach, but you're blocking too close to your body. This is too close. If you block right here, I'm gonna punch you in the nuts. You need to block out here. He's like, whatever, bro. I punch him again, boom, in the nuts. He's like, you punched me in the nuts. I was like, no, you punched you in the nuts. And then he comes and he sucker punches me in the face. And my face explodes, and there's just blood everywhere down my shirt. I'm like, fuck you, dude! Boom! And I take this crazy swing at him, and we're just taking these weird haymakers at each other. The class stops. Circles around us. One of the Irish coaches is like, finally, some fucking boxing in here! And I'm like, fuck yeah, I love this shit! After the class, the boxing coach is like, hey, after the 8 weeks, we open up the gym for a fight night. We invite a couple of the boxers from the class to fight. You can invite your friends and your family and stuff. It's at nighttime. We have ringsider girls and announcers and referees. Would you want to participate in that? And I was like, yeah. I want to do that. I'm going to invite my girlfriend. I'm going to get in a boxing ring. I'm going to beat some motherfucker up. And I'm gonna win her back. That was my plan. I show up the day of the fight. I ask my coach, who am I fighting? He's like, oh, you're fighting the guy you punched in the nuts. I'm like, fuck, this guy's 6'2". He's like a blonde, buff, 6'2" blonde guy. He was buff when he got into the class. If he was in an 80s movie, his name would be like Rad Chad Masters. And I already pissed him off. I'm like, this guy's gonna fucking murder me. This is not what I'm going for. You know what I mean? I'm nervous. And I was like, I don't know what to do. It's the day of the fight. I call my dad. My dad's an old Cuban man. Cubans love boxing. He's like my own Mr. Miyagi. Senor Miyagi. So I call my dad. I'm like, Papi. That's what I call him, because he's my dad, not because he's Pitbull. I say, Papi, my fight's tonight. I need some advice. What do I do? He's like, oh, yeah, no problem. He just, rakata, boom, 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 así por los riñones, por la cara, por el cuerpo, rakata. That's it. You beat the motherfucker up. That's all you need to do. And I'm like, that's great, Dad. The guy's 6'2", and he's like, oh, okay, yeah, you're gonna lose. You got no chance, man. You're not gonna beat this guy up. I don't know, do the sign of the cross or some brujeria or some shit. Actually, you know what? The only way you're gonna beat him is psychologically. You need to get inside the guy's head, okay? He's more scared to lose to you than you are to lose to him. Okay, so do some crazy shit. Get in his head. If he thinks he's gonna lose to you, at least you have a little window opportunity to fuck him up. And I was like, okay, thanks. So I was like, that's all I got. What am I gonna do? This guy's fucking huge, you know? And I'm like, all right, be weird and crazy, act like an idiot. So I was like, I got a day. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna buzz my head. I buzzed my head with a beard trimmer. Like a fugitive running from the fucking law. I looked all crazy. I wore these dirty, bloody basketball shorts from when he punched me. I never washed them. They're down to here. I wore mismatched socks all the way up to my knees like a fucking rodeo clown. I wore these dirty Chucks. I was the only boxer that did not wear a shirt that night. I've got a tattoo and some scars. I look crazy. I look like a fucking out-of-work juggalo. And so I show up. I get in the ring, my girl's there, my friends are watching, there's comedians there. I was like, I better win. I'm gonna get fucking heckled or dumped or some shit, right? So I show up, I'm in the ring, the announcer comes over and he's like, hey, what do you want me to say about you? And I was like, call me the Cuban Missile Crisis. And he announces me, he's like, Chris the Cuban Missile Crisis Garcia! And I'm like, yeah! And part of my crazy plan was to, like, I'm not gonna look, before the fight, when we knock gloves, I'm not gonna look this motherfucker in the eye. he's gonna look down at me by 6 inches and just be like, I got you. You punch me in the nuts, I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker. So I just like ignored his face. And I just fucking sling bladed my face. And I ended up staring at his fucking nuts. I was just like... The fight starts. I'm too mesmerized by his nuts. And he just like, boom! Punches me like uppercut. 2 uppercuts, and I'm like, oh, and there's blood just going down my chin and it's just down my chest. I'm like, oh, fuck! And I'm like, this is not what I'm going for right here. I'm not trying to get beat up in front of this fool. So I get close, I'm just running around all crazy, and then he comes close and I punch him in the nuts. And he's like, dude! He's like, you fucking nut puncher! And he pushes me across the ring, and I'm like, ah! And I'm feeling, you're not even in a fight before, but your adrenaline is insane. And I see my girl and stuff, and I'm like, ah! And I run towards the guy, and I'm just like, ah! Flailing at him, and I hug him, and I start punching him in the back of the head like this. Like, he's like this tall, it's like this, oh! It's fucking nuts. And the referee pulls me aside, and he's like, stop it, you're out of control. And I spit my bloody mouth guard out. I just go, and I go, fuck you, he's bigger than me! And the crowd's like, yeah! And I'm like, yeah! I'm a comedian, I love this noise, you know? My boxing coach brings me into the corner, and he's like, hey, come over here. You need to relax. And I was like, okay. I'll relax, fine. And he's like, I put you against this guy because I think you could beat him up. You have a lot of heart, and you put a lot into this. Also, you're left-handed, and he's right-handed. So he's only used to boxing right-handers. You kind of have an advantage in this weird way. So when he comes in with a hook, you duck it, you enter it like towards his stomach, and you just punch him in the guts. Punch him, not in the nuts, in the guts, just bust his fucking guts. And I was like, all right. I come in, he comes in with the hook. Oh, fuck! God damn it! And then we start fighting some more. We're pushing each other around. It's kind of crazy. And I'm like, all right, I'm just waiting for this hook to come in. He comes, he punches me again, and he punches me again, and my eye just immediately swells up. It looks like a fucking raw hamburger patty / butthole. I couldn't see it. My eye was too close. I was just like this. And I was like, oh, dude. And like time froze, and I'm just looking at my girlfriend. She's like, no! And I'm like, well, it was nice knowing you. I'm about to lose, and this is gonna be fucking terrible. I'm imagining her, I'm imagining Persian Common, just fucking her super hard, just fucking ramming her. I'm thinking about my dad being like, you fucking disappointment, man. I came to America for this bullshit, you know? And I'm like, all right. We box some more, he comes in with a hook, and I just fucking bust him in the gut. I bust him in the gut, and then I hit him right above the dick. Super, like right here. And he goes, huh? Like this. And he's like, don't punch me in the nuts. Don't punch me in the nuts. And his hands are down here, and he's like right in front of my face, and his face is exposed. His gloves are down, and I just go, boom! And I clocked his ass, and he fell, and I beat him. Psychologically. He just laying there flopping around like a fucking fish, and they called the fight, and it was over. And I'm like, oh, shit. Ah! And my girlfriend she like runs around towards me, like Adrian and Rocky or whatever, and she's like, Christian! And she comes and she throws her arms around me, and she's all horny. She got super horny. She just saw me beat up some big-ass dude. She gets all horny, and she's like, where'd you get these muscles from? And she starts grabbing these weird muscles that are gone now, but she was like grabbing these weird muscles, and I realized, I was like, you haven't touched me in over 2 months. So that night, I took her home. I showed her what the Cuban Missile Crisis was all about. I won her back, and then I broke up with her. You guys have been great. My name is Chris Garcia. Good night.
Chris Garcia, everybody.